your keywords, the keywords are not your own making. You are a personal branding, all right, or being online or whatever, whatever you are doing, okay, is not about you. The content you are creating, everything you are doing is not about you. You're trying to solve somebody's problem, all right. So it's a conscious, intentional way, all right, to influence people's perception. Okay, so it's a conscious, intentional way to be found, right, by the people that you want to influence their thinking, or by the people you want to provide solutions to their problems. All right, so your focus is on those people, right? So those people have a way that they describe you. All right, those people have a way that they describe you, right? So you want to describe your services or your products in terms of what they would use. All right, so they should be your focus. Your customers should be your focus. It's like your customers understand Edo language, for example. All right, they understand how to speak Bini language. Then you are communicating in Hausa and you are saying that they must hear you. You are not communicating. When they search, they will search in Edo language, but everything that you have written is in Hausa. All right, so you have said I am a so and so and so and so, and all that you said in Greek. All right, but these guys don't understand Greek, they understand French. Okay, so whatever language they would use to communicate, that's the same language you would use to write whatever it is they are searching. Kenny can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Hello, can anybody? Yeah, so Kenny, why can't you hear me? Kenny, can you log out and log in? If Kenny can't hear me, just loud and clear. That she can hear me loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you. Esther Ojobo, thank you very much. Loud and clear. So hear you. So your device, yes. Maybe increase the volume or log out and log in again. All right. So the keywords are the words your audience will use, not you. All right, not you. All right, so someone interested in, a pharmacist now, for example, right? You have a pharmacy. All right, you have a pharmacy, you sell drugs in your pharmacy. Now you can use all the beautiful words, all the nice ways we use in healthcare to describe. It's good, but that person who wants to buy stuff will be thinking drugs, will be thinking drugstore, will be thinking medicine store. All right, we'll be thinking pharmacy, exactly as it is, pharmacy, drugstore, medicine store. All right, if you're into photography, the person will be thinking photograph, pictures, videos, creative images. That's what the person will be thinking. All right, so you want to use those words. Now if you do not know, you probably have to ask your customers what are the words they will use to describe you. Ask them. All right, when you ask them, you will get those words. All right, because if you assume and you use the wrong words, you will never be found. All right, you will never be found. Okay, you are a there's this interesting medical word, I want to remember the name. It's pretty long, right? Our long medical words, you don't use them. You use the common ones that people will remember. All right, that is if you want to attract them, though. All right, but if you're just you just want to communicate, teaching your stuff, you can stay without all of that. But if you want to be found, use the words that people will most likely use to search for you, or search for your product, or search for your services. Okay, so that's one. Now there's something called AIDA. AIDA is awareness, I, interest, D. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, D. Okay, good. D for desire and A for action. So awareness, interest, desire, and action. All right. Awareness, interest, desire, and action. Now, anytime anybody gets to hear of you, they are aware. By the time they are thinking of doing business with you, they are interested and they're trying to make a decision. That's interest and decision. The interest and decision period can also be called the consideration period. All right? Can also be called the consideration period. All right? Then finally, you have the action period. So you have AIDA. A for awareness, I for interest, D for desire, and A for action. Okay? So they become aware, then they get interested, then they desire your services or your products, then they take action. All right? That's just a customer's journey. That is the way every customer, finds you. That is the way every customer works. All right? It's not the day they see you that they just say, okay, I'm buying from you. All right? Sometimes they get to see you, they are aware, but they might not be interested. Or you've not spoken about something that interests them. All right? People are more inclined to go for things that are a problem to them, something painful, right, rather than pleasure. So if you have pain and pleasure, people will try to deal with pain, all right, before they think of pleasure. So pain, pleasure. And in healthcare, we have many things related to pain, all right. So deal with the problems, all right, make them aware, all right, agitate the problem, all right, get them interested. Then they will now desire before they will now take action. So always understand that these are the 4 levels every buyer, everybody interested in your service or clicking or reading whatever you are doing, these are the levels they all fall until they buy from you or they take advantage of whatever service that you are providing. These are the levels that they always follow. So we call it the customer journey, or you can also call it a sales funnel. All right. Now, there's something I call the online marketing trinity, the trinity of online marketing. It's know, like, and trust, KLT. People need to know you first, awareness. All right. They need to like you. All right. Then they need to trust you. No buying, no business, no relationship takes place until they trust you. And trust, okay, is the currency of every business relationship. It's the currency of everything that happens online. Trust. Okay, so you want to move them from know to like to trust. Trust is the last level. All right. Once you get to trust, you can tell them, pick up this stone, carry the stone, and follow me. And they'll pick up the stone, carry the stone, and follow you, because they trust you and they believe that you are going to do something well. As in, they don't think you are going to harm them or anything. All right. So that's the way this thing works. All right. So KLT, very important in that. Okay. Let me try to make this thing stand. Okay. Is it good? Okay, it's good. All right. Now, there is, while talking about content, we also looked at, I try to explain content pillars. All right. When you are discussing your content, you can create content pillars. Your pillars are like guides, lampposts. All right. So let's say you are talking about child health, or talking about babies, whatever. Right? So there are a couple of things you can look at. So you can look at baby nutrition, you can look at the baby skin, you can look at how to take care of the baby. You can just bring out different pillars around the major theme or the major topic. Okay, those pillars help you now develop content around those areas. So you just develop content around those areas. Okay, so you always have content, you always have something to develop, you always have something to work on. All right, so you can be talking about awareness days for babies, or awareness days for things related to babies, diseases of newborns, nutrition or feeding issues of newborn, breastfeeding, what else? I think there are too many. All right, so these pillars serve as lampposts and they help you in your content development. All right. So as you're looking at those pillars, you are developing each pillar. So you can have one pillar and talk about it for a whole month. I have another pillar and talk about it for another month. All right. So you can develop all of this, and expand. Okay. Now, when creating content, you do not need to create everything that you need in one day or everything that you need at a particular time. You can also create what we call content vaults or content banks. All right. Now, your content bank is, you would have seen a topic that's probably very interesting, or a story related to related to your specialty, or